Hello, my name is Bella, and this is my presentation on why voter ID should be mandatory. Here's my audience. Thank you. Think about the last time that you did something simple, such as boarding a flight, opening a bank account, filing your income tax, or buying alcohol. You all had to use an ID. To keep elections fair, all 50 states should require IDs. It is practical since we use IDs almost daily. This keeps our elections secure and makes the public feel safe. Showing an ID can stop identity theft and eliminate illegal voting. Illegal voting is something that has no shape, size, or color. It is purely just a non-American going to vote. There are 12 states where voter ID isn't enforced. These 12 states include California, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Nevada, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Pennsylvania, and Vermont. These are all blue states, with a couple of them being swing states. Democratic politicians want open borders and eliminating voter ID. This gets illegals that are coming into the United States to vote for them. There is no other country in the world that allows foreigners to vote in federal elections. It is illegal and you will get prison time. According to MIT Election Data and Science Lab, over half of the United States now use voter ID laws. So you cannot vote under someone else's name. A study by Pew Research shows that 83% of Americans across all political lines favor voter ID being required. For democracy to work, people must believe the election is fair, even if this means that their candidate has lost. When 83% of the country agrees, passing it gives the public the peace of mind. A nationwide voter ID requirement would establish a sense of consistency across the U.S. Election laws currently vary from state to state. A uniform national standard would simplify the voting process. Regardless of our political affiliation, we can all benefit from our elections being safe and accessible. This also keeps them secure. Voting is the most important right that we have. A person's vote is their voice in our government, and every legal voter deserves to know that their voice will not be weakened by improper voting, confusion, or errors. When people believe that their vote won't count, guess what? They're less likely to vote. The next time that you pull out your ID for a basic errand, remember that the exact same card also has the power to protect the future of our country. If we don't ensure that we have good voter ID laws, then non-citizens will forever change our country forever. Thank you for listening to my speech, and now is time for questions.
Questions. Okay, Grace, you're up first.
Okay, sounds good. I will just pull it up here. So my question is, as a Canadian, I've always struggled to understand why these 12 American states permit no ID voting. Do you think requiring a government-issued photo ID nationwide would increase public confidence in election results? Or even if studies found that it had a little effect on the actual voter fraud?
Yeah, I do agree with that, and kind of going back to what I was saying with the study by Pew Research, it shows in the poll that they did that 83% of Americans wanted voter ID to be required, which is a good majority of Americans. So I think we would all benefit and feel more secure from just having a sense of safety with voter ID.
Great. My question's up next. And my question is, do you think requiring an ID to vote is simply bringing elections in line with the identification that people already need for their everyday activities? Meaning, doesn't everybody have ID?
Yeah, so most people already have an ID and tend to use it for daily activities such as driving a vehicle with their license. And I think even a good idea would to implement something to where people who may not afford, be able to afford a government ID could somehow be able to obtain one through just showing their social security number and basically like a birth certificate in order to get that.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Well, my question is pretty straightforward. What's the most important fact you would want opponents of voter ID to consider? So in other words, why is it important that we have a voter ID law passed across the country?
I believe that it's important that we have this voter ID law passed across the country because it keeps it consistent and we don't have to worry about anything being rigged in our elections. That way it is fair and equal to all of us legal Americans that have a right to vote.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.